Hi lovely people, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victoria. In today's tutorial we'll be looking at how to sew this beautiful gown with a back waistline and a round neck that has a rope. If this is what you are really interested in, please stay tuned. In our last tutorial I dropped the video on how to go about the drafting and the cutting. So this tutorial is just basically the sewing aspect. So let's get right into the video. So guys, this is what we got from our last tutorial from the drafting. So this is the front and the back, and then this is the down front and then the down back. So this is what we have. So firstly, what we'll be doing, we'll unpin the pin from the front pattern, then we are going to take our darts properly. So I've already notched the dart. Can you see where I'm holding? So I'm going to hold the dart just as it is on the pattern. You know, the dart for the side dart and the waist dart is, they are all joined together, so that is why it is this wide. So when you watch the first tutorial, you know about it. So I'll go ahead to fold out that place down, and then I'll do same to the other side. So this is me trying to fold the other dart down. So after that, I'll just go to the sewing machine, then I'll sew it together. But before then, I have to measure where I will stop. So from the pattern, I think we have 7. So I'll be measuring that 7, then I'll go to the sewing machine and sew it exactly how I have marked it with my chalk. So I'll still measure exact same thing on this other parts. Then I'll go to the sewing machine and sew it. So when I'm done, I'll bring it. So guys, after sewing the darts, this is what we have. Can you see? So this is what we have for the darts. Now this is what we have for the front. Now we are going to be dealing with the back. So we are going to just unpin it. So after unpinning it, this is what we have. So I'll just go ahead to take the dart for the back also. So after taking the dart, this is what we have. So this is the back, this is one side, and then this is the other side. So now what we'll be doing next, we are going to be placing it together with the front in order for us to join our shoulders. So I'll make sure right side is facing right side. So I'll join the appropriate side of the front to the appropriate side of the back, and then I'll pin it together. Then I'll also do same to the other side. So after doing that, I'll go to the sewing machine. I'll sew it down with half of an inch that I added while we were cutting. So guys, after doing that, this is what we have after joining our shoulders. So now next thing we'll be doing is we are going to carry the front and then fold it equally, just as you can see me doing like this. So after folding it, we are going to be working on the neckline properly. Now it is covered from the dress. The dress have a round stuff at the neck where there is a rope. So now from the center front of the neck, we are going to go down by 3.5 inches. So after going down, then we are going to mark that point. So now this is me marking the point. So after marking the point, now I'll just try to curve it a little bit to form that little shape of round neck that we have. Can you see what I just did? So from that neck, I'll just do the curve like so. Then it will end at the tip of that center front. Can you see what we have? So after that, I'll just go ahead to use my scissors and cut it out. So this is me trying to cut it out. You know, when you are doing this, you have to be very, very careful. So guys, after cutting it, let's see what we have. I'll try to unpin it so that we'll see what we have. So this is the neckline. Can you see? It's looking very perfect. So what we'll be doing is we are going to be looking for, using a lining to turn it. Now this is a neckline. I've gone ahead to fold it, and I've also fold the fabric. So I'll be placing the neckline on it. Then I'll cut exact thing I cut for the neckline. It's just like cutting your lining for your basic clothes, then using it to turn it. So I'll just cut exact same thing. Then I'll use it to turn the neckline. So that is what I'm doing right now. So when I'm done, I'll just remove the pin from the actual neckline. Then I'll just try to shape in the other side in order for me to bring out the piece that I'll be using to turn the neckline. So guys, after doing that, this is what we have. Can you see the neckline is showing perfectly on the lining piece that we cut. So now I'll be joining the lining with the what main neck, which is the actual fabric. So we'll be making sure it is joined right side to right side. After that, I'll go ahead to join it and then sew on it properly. Can you see? I'll go ahead to pin it and then sew on it properly. So after that, I'll go ahead to sew it. So guys, after sewing it, I've also gone ahead to top stitch. So now what we'll be doing is we'll just go ahead and what iron it properly. So guys, after ironing it, can you see the whole thing is laying very flat? So, and after I was done ironing it, I made sure I went ahead to tag the neckline properly so that it stay in place. So next thing we'll be doing is for us to fix our rope and then pipe the neckline. You see the way I'm placing the strap that I cut. So the strap, you can cut it as long as you want. So I'll be placing it right from the back. So let me use the pin to demonstrate it so that we all can see it together. So I'll carry the strap that I cut, I'll place it on the back using the pin to secure it properly, just as you can see. So after securing it, look closely, this is what I'll be doing. After sewing that first part, I'll turn it like this, then fold the strap, then place it on it again, then I'll sew it down. Can you see? Just like sewing a bias. So I'll do it on both sides, this side and the other side. So guys, this is what we have after doing that. So this is our neckline. Our neckline is out properly. I think everything is looking so beautiful now. So next thing we'll be doing is we are going to be working with the down part of the dress. So guys, this is what we have. I've also gone ahead to remove the down part of the front. I'll be placing right side facing right side of each of the fabric, then I'll sew it down together. Then for the back, I'll be doing same thing. I'll just go ahead to join the appropriate part of the down. So guys, after joining it, this is what we have for the front, and then even for the back, I've also gone ahead to join it. Can you see the way everything is looking properly? So next thing we'll be doing is we are just going to fix the sleeve. So but before that, I'll just go ahead to measure what we have for the sleeve. I think after measuring that, I have like 10 inches or thereabouts. So let's assume it to be 10. And this is the sleeve that I cut. So while I was cutting, this is just a basic sleeve. While I was cutting the sleeve, since it's a puff kind of sleeve, I added 4 extra inches to the upper part and then 6 extra inches to the down part. Can you see the 4? So the rest now is just for sewing. And then the down part, after cutting our basic, which is 6, I add extra 6, then the remaining 1 there is for sewing. So what we'll be doing now is I'll be placing the sleeve directly on the shoulder and make sure the midpoint of the sleeve is matching with the midpoint of the clothes, yes, of the dress. So can you see what I'm doing? So after that, I'll just go ahead to use the pin to secure it properly. So now after securing it, I'll go ahead to start pleating. You remember the sleeve is a puff sleeve with elastic, right? So I'll go ahead to pleat it. This is pleat 1. So take note, I'll be doing 4 pleats. This is pleat 2, pleat 3. You know, if it is on the sewing machine, the more you pleat, the more you sew. So this is our pleat 3, and then we'll be doing the last one, which is what pleat 4. That is what I'll be doing for this. So after that, then the remaining one I'll just sew it down. The remaining one I'll just sew it down to the length of the sleeve, and that is all. So guys, after sewing it on it, this is what we have for the both sleeve. Can you see the way it's looking? Can you see the puffy effect on it? So next thing we'll be doing, we are going to be folding the back together, like joining the back together using our 1.5 inches allowance we added for our zip. So I'll go ahead to pin it all the way down from the up. I make sure I measure, I pin, I measure, I pin, I measure, I pin, so that every part is what equal. So guys, that is what I'm doing, even down to the skirt part. Should I say skirt part? So now after doing that, I'll just go ahead to join the side together. Can you see the side? I've also gone ahead to what place it very well, then I'll use pin to secure it. So after using my pin to secure it, I'll go ahead with my chalk to mark it, then I can be able to sew it. So from the sleeve, we will use 1 inch for the allowance, and then for the basic bodice, For the bodies we use I think 1.5 inches, so we'll be using 1.5 inches to 1 inch in sharpening the clothes. So from the sleeve we use 1, and then the bodies we use 1.5. So after that we just go ahead to sew it properly. So guys, after sewing it, this is what we have. Can you see? I think our gown is coming out. So next thing now, we'll just go ahead to remove it and then measure what we have on the down parts. You get? So this is me trying to measure it properly. Now first I'm gonna have to remove the pin that we use in securing the zipper area. So I'm just trying to measure what we have here. So guys, after measuring it, we have 42 inches. So our gathers will be based on what? 42 inches. So what we'll be doing now, I'll go and times my gathers by what? 3 inches in order for me to have a very full effect. So guys, this is a piece I'll be using for the gathers. I've gone ahead to multiply the 42 by 3, and then I've cut a very long strap for the gather. So the length of it is the length of the remaining part that is left for the cloth to be complete. So after that, can you see our gathers is looking so pretty? So now I'll be bringing the upper part to meet the down part, which is the gather. So I'll make sure I join it properly in order for me to sew it. So I'll be sewing from one end to the other end. Sorry, my table is not that big, so that is why you see it falling away, but I believe you understand what I'm trying to say. So I'll just go ahead to sew it all around down to this side. So guys, after sewing it all around, this is what we have. Can you see? This is what we have. So next thing we'll be doing is we're just going to fix our zipper. We're going to fix our zip to it. So we'll be using our 1.5 inches in fixing the zip, and then on the sleeve we'll go ahead to fold it. So guys, after fixing the zip, this is what we have. And then for the sleeve, I've also gone ahead to fold the sleeve. Can you see the down of the dress is looking so fine? So next thing now, this is the elastic I want to be inserting in the part of the sleeve that I fixed. So I'm just looking for the place, the opening I left while I was folding the sleeve. So I'll use the opening in fixing the elastic. I'll just fix the elastic from this end, and then it will come out exact that end where I started it from. So now when the thing come out, I'll just go to the sewing machine and then sew it together. So guys, after sewing it, this is what we have. Can you see our sleeve? Can you see the neckline? Everything is intact. Now I've also gone ahead to fold the down of the dress. And this is all for this tutorial. I believe this tutorial was helpful. Please see you all in my next tutorial. Bye.